So, GDCT YouTube, and welcome to round 1, match 4 of the GamerDudester's commentator tournament. Today, this is the 4th match, as I said, and if you don't know what GDCT is, it is basically a commentator tournament for Total War Shogun 2 players here on YouTube. I think this is a good chance for channels to get exposed and to get put on the spotlight. Small channels, big channels. It's a nice little friendly competition that I put together. And today my opponent, believe it or not, is the infamous Wizard of Kanai, aka Heir of Carthage. And yes, I finally got to play him. I've always wanted to play him. And this is really, before we start, I don't care about the results or anything. It's a huge honor to have Heir on my channel and to play Heir. So thank you very much if you're watching this for giving me the opportunity to play you. So today we're playing on the Slumbering Settlements, and the way we randomly generated everything for this tournament. The way it was generated is that it was a Slumbering Settlement with rain in the winter. He got the Oda and I got the Takeda, and I'm going to actually pause the game here and show you guys a little bit of our units. Let's start with Heir of Carthage's troops. Heir of Carthage has chosen to go with a rush army today. He's got a 5 units of an Odachi samurai leading his front line. You can see he's placed them in loose formation, and these guys are going to be more potent in the rain because they're going to be less prone to archer fire, because in the rain archers do suffer accuracy, I think, and range. I'm not sure. At the back here, he's got 4 katana samurai. 2 of them have chevrons, and they are on the flank. So he is keeping a qualitative edge on the flanks to kind of hold them. 2 units of the Oda Yashigaru at the back here, supporting his iconic general Oda Nobunaga. And there is Oda Nobunaga. Keep your eyes on this guy for this match. So far that seems to be all of Heir's troops. I've got 1 hidden unit of Yashigaru at the troops here, at the forest here. I wanted to protect my matchlocks from any sort of imminent attack. Keep these guys close. If I saw a cavalry charge in, I would run my matchlocks towards the trees and spring my trap. I've also got 2 units of Boa Shigaru at the front. You can see not many skirmish troops on my side because I knew the rain would affect us. I've got 4 units of Katana Samurai. 3 have 3 experienced chevrons, and 1 has 2. And then I have my own iconic general of the day, and this is Takeda Shinjin. So it's Shinjin versus Oda Nobunaga, and it's going to be a good battle. Over here on the right, which is the real meat of my Takeda army, is my cavalry force. I've tried this in my last video if you've seen it, where I bring a lot of cav and try to out-cav my opponent. I've got 2 units of Great Guard, 3 units of Yari Cav, a lot of experience on these guys, and then I actually brought an extra unit of Bow Cav. And the reason I brought these guys is that with the rain, my opponent, if Heir did bring any matchlock troops, I'd be able to outshoot them with these guys because I will be mobile and the matchlock's accuracy will be affected greatly. So at the start of the battle, I thought that I actually had a cav superiority on Heir and that I would be able to just go around and start harassing him. And since he only had 2 units of Yashigaru, I was I was happy. I was like, I could just go around and harass him from all sides, and that would be good. I didn't pay attention to the upgrades on his units, so I didn't actually calculate how much his troops cost. I figured this was a complete army. So I'm going to start acting and behaving on that assumption. I'm going to move my cavalry to the right here, trying to start to get them around. You can see that I've chosen to deploy in this open area here to give my cav sort of an edge, because fighting in force with cav isn't a smart idea. I'm starting to move my bows here to the right. I want to shoot into the flanks of his guys as they engage, and now Heir exposes his potent cavalry, which is composed of 6 units of Katana Cav, and now these guys love mosh pits of infantry. They'll be able to do great damage against infantry troops, but will not do as well against cavalry. So I was worried at this time that I wouldn't be able to use my cav the way I intended for them as a strike raid force, and now I had to change roles and rethink my strategy for the battle. So it appears that Heir has the first edge in terms of his cav composition, so I won't be able to use my cav the way I brought them to. But that's not a problem. I'm going to try and adapt. I push my bow cav forward and start taking shots into his Nodachi samurai, which are a little bit prone to archer fire, as I said earlier, because it is the rain. Accuracy does suffer. I'm going to actually split my cav force, and in retrospect, this could have been a grave mistake on my part. seeing that I have left only 3 units of cav to deal with his 6 here. And these cav aren't going to be taking any sort of offensive position because they're guarding my archers. So I'm not going to get my charge bonuses either. So this could have been a mistake. We'll see. I start charging at my opponent. I still wanted to use my troops as a little bit of raid force, and I'm focused about his front line. I want to weaken this flank so that my matchlocks can do more damage and hopefully affect their morale a little bit more effectively. You can see that was a quite successful raid against that Nodachi Samurai. It did about 92, killed a lot of men. And you can see that Heir is going to actually push an attack over here. I pulled my men a little bit higher to kind of take a little bit of better hill advantage. He's going to hit me with this unit and then swing around with another one. But I do have Yari Cav here, and I'm going to meet his advance. And you can see that my matchlock have starting opening fire on the left flank. Here comes his troops. I'm going to run my archers back, but they are still going to get caught, sorta. And my Yari Cav is going to be able to fight his Katana Cav here. You can see my Great Guard starting to waver, not looking too good for me. But you can see I brought this unit down to 93, this unit down to 74. I did lose some men, but I didn't lose a lot. I lost 4 men in that unit, and I lost about half of that troop. So you can see here that now Heir activates Banzai and is starting to charge forward. I'm pulling my bow cav back, bringing Takeda Shinjin into the fray, and I'm going to meet his Nodachi Samurai with my Katana Samurai, and I was hoping that I could hold in this vicinity. My matchlocks are still going forward and advancing towards my opponent. And you can see here that Heir makes a critical move. He's going to move his troops towards the middle, and now I know that I need to do something, and this something is charging his general. He's going to go into stand and fight, and if there is a time to do a critical attack at Oda Nobunaga himself, this is the time. So I strike at his general from the rear, and I was hoping that I could slay his general quickly. There's Oda Nobunaga himself. Keep an eye out on the units here. You can see that his units are actually starting to look bad on the right flank, and you can see that now Oda Nobunaga is still fighting bravely against this cav. There he is. Keep an eye out on him. He just killed one of my horses, and my horse is still trying to fight him. You can see that HeirofCarthage's troops are actually starting to suffer casualties here. Oda Nobunaga's men is down to 7 troops. There he is, and now he is going to get killed actually right there. Get killed by my cav, and that is going to trigger a chain route across the line. And you can see that that move pretty much helped me win the battle, even though my troops were actually doing okay on the right. But I think in a prolonged fight I would have lost that. So that was the battle between me and HeirofCarthage. Very fast-paced, very high micro battle. I'm glad I did that mistake initially, which appeared to be a mistake, sending my cav around, but hopefully, thankfully, I managed to get his general. I'm sorry to see Heir leave so soon in the tournament, but I'm also honored that I played him. Thank you very much for taking place and participating in this tournament, and hopefully you'll be able to participate with us in the next one. Right here you can see the first set of screens. This is now how many men we deployed. I had 1,500 men to his 1,770. I lost 626 and killed 1,000 of his men, and he lost 1,050 and killed 602 of my men. So that was pretty good. I guess the MVP, you could call them, of the round was my Great Guard unit that went that was fighting his 6 Katana Cav. They killed 168 men. Close after them is my Katana Cavalry, my Takeda Yari Cavalry, and then my Katana Samurai. So you can see that that's the statistics for my unit. I will leave descriptions below, links below in the description for Heir's channel. I doubt you don't know who he is, but you know, you could, I don't know, it's a possibility. You could check him out. He's a big inspiration to me. And again, thanks for playing in the tournament. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.